the crystal hanging from the bottom, which is a decent amount, but I'm happy that this much is at least done. I've been talking about building this for ages. Ages and ages. What happened? What happened? What happened? It's... Refresh? Refresh? Oh, I can't even type in my own chat because I'm not logged in. Refresh! Refresh! It wasn't me! It wasn't me! It was Twitch! Refresh! I never went anywhere! Oh, I gotta put another code in. Refresh, refresh! My stream didn't end! Twitch just hates me! Why does this happen? Refresh! It's back. I mean, it was just Twitch. It was a Twitch thing. That was weird. Well, good thing we were wrapping up anyways. But why does this always happen to me? Why does Twitch hate me? I feel like. Whoa! Vin, thank you for gifting 12 subs. I really appreciate it. Thank you, thank you. I'm blue? I'm blue? I'm not blue. Do I look blue? Why is Twitch being weird? Yeah, no, my thing didn't say that the stream stopped at any point. It just stopped on Twitch. That was weird. It does happen, though. It happens all the time, because I'll be sitting here and they're like, your stream ended. And I'll be like, it didn't. I see it. The timer's still going. It just is Twitch being weird. Cozy Kayla, thank you for subscribing. It'd be like that. It does that sometimes. I think I'm being targeted. No. Thank you for the gifted subs. Thank you. The timer reset. I mean, on Twitch's end. That's what I mean. The timer on my end on Streamlabs didn't stop because the stream never stopped streaming. But on Twitch's end, it, I guess, froze or stopped and then had to restart and started a new stream. But like on Streamlabs' end over here, there's no break in the stream. It didn't stop. It was so weird. And some people are saying it didn't even do anything when everyone was freaking out. So it's definitely just a weird Twitch moment. Galaxy, thank you for the prime. H-Mom, thank you for the raid. We'll chat for like 10 minutes. We're getting a little bit ready to end soon too. But we will stay in chat for a little bit. Hello, hello, welcome. Thank you for the raid. How are we doing? I'm in England, but it is actually my last day in England. I leave tomorrow morning. Flying back to America, back to LA. Ace, crime. Ace, phobia. Welcome, welcome, dudes. We literally just finished playing Minecraft. I'm so happy we're at least making progress because it takes me such a long time to get started to make progress on a build. So at least we got the started part because that's the hard part is just starting it. Bethany, thank you for the prime. Thank you, thank you. H for subscribing. Welcome, dudes. Thank you so much for joining. Love my England streams with my England stream room. Love being in England. I will be home a lot more after this trip. I have a lot of things keeping me in LA now for a little while. I think the next time I'm coming here is like July. So it's a while before I'll get to be here again, which is like a little bit sad, but I get to be home for a little while, so that's actually a little bit exciting as well. I basically was traveling every other month, every couple months, but now I have a good period of time to be at home, and then I'll be coming back here in July, because I can't stay away. Nothing will keep me away. But, and I'm going to VidCon in Anaheim in June, and then I'm going to be traveling back here so that I'm here, and then TwitchCon France is going to happen, and I think I'll be going to that, but that one's a little bit up in the air, but at least when it comes around, I'll be in England already at that point. So that's exciting. I am a little excited to have like a little bit of downtime staying home. I'll definitely be going to the Vegas one. I just don't know if I'll go to the France one, but I will be in England already when it happens. So, I'll be right next door. So why not at least go? But I'm not a big Paris fan necessarily. But with my friends there, it'd be fun. It's always fun with anywhere with my friends there. Yee. First is VidCon Anaheim, though, and I believe that's in June, because then Scott's going to be coming down, and then I might try and fly back to England with him, since we already made the plan of when I'm coming back to England, since we know there's like a big period of time where I won't be coming to England. Dare you to come to Canada? They better put a TwitchCon there, because then I will. Then I definitely will. Have you ever met Joey? Many times. We spend many time together. We live super close to each other. We hang out all the time. We play board games. We are very good friends. One of my best friends, who I spend like the most time of any friends with in LA. I spend the most time with friends when I'm in this country, just because everyone's just way more available and hang out, and some of my absolute best friends are here too. And it's the best time. And that's why in like a couple years, I probably will live here. But not yet. Not for a while. My passport does have so many stamps. It also has a billion stickers on the back from every time I've needed like a sticker put on it for some reason on the outside. So it's like absolutely covered in stickers on the back of it. They also keep sticking my checked bag tag onto it, and those keep layering up. It kind of looks cool. I have a very decorated passport. How many times have you seen Scott? Well, I mean, every time I come to England, of course, I always see Scott when I come here. I see everyone who are my friends in England when I come here, and that's like every couple months. I do not live here. I live in LA. City Rat, thank you for subscribing. I'm not a Paris fan either, but I'm French. And the French aren't an American fan, or maybe that's also just Paris. This is Scott's sweater. I was at his house today and I stole it. Well, I was at his house yesterday and I stole it. And I was like, I'm going to wear it tomorrow for stream. I do like England. That's why in a couple of years I'll probably live here. But I am not interested in living here anytime soon. I've said that many, many times. I am happy to just keep traveling here as often as I'm able to. Every couple months was a lot, though. I'm excited for a little travel break. And then come in July. And then I get the summer here, which is the best time to be here. Or the worst, because they don't have air conditioning and it gets really, really hot. And I forgot that there's like really no way to escape the heat when you're here in the summer, and that's the worst. It is the worst. Netherlands are good. I was in Amsterdam. I would go back. I would definitely go back. I would love to go back. That was so much fun. Honeyweather, bring it in for a hug. Thank you, thank you. Where'd the music go? Hello? Oh. Dude, I don't know. Everything broke. I wish they were putting it in Amsterdam again, because that was just so much fun. There we go. I do also think there are hugs that I missed, so let me... Ah! Is that super loud? It feels super loud to me. There. Let me get the hugs that had happened, maybe. Lily Tiger, thank you for subscribing. Thank you, thank you. Who's a favorite person on Empires? Out of character? No one, because I'd never choose a favorite of all my friends that I play Minecraft with. That'd be really weird to do. In character? Evil Sausage. Ethan, bring it in for a hug. Night Ray, bring it in for a hug. And those are the ones I missed while we were live. Do you see people there? Yeah, I wouldn't come here if I was not seeing any of my friends. I would not travel as often to this country if I didn't see any of my friends when I came here. I'm sad I'm not here for St. Patrick's Day. It didn't occur to me until I was already here that my flight home is on the day of St. Patrick's Day. And so I'm missing any festivities that would be happening here. Boo. That would have been fun. Panda Wifey, thank you for subscribing. I did try to move my flight to see if I could, but then I would have had to be here for MCC. But that's fine, because I have played MCC here before, but I'm going home. Do you ever get homesick while traveling? Always. I'm not even homesick. I get cat sick. I would stay here a lot more than only 3 weeks to 4 weeks at a time if I didn't have a cat at home. But I also couldn't ever imagine in my life not having that cat. I love her to death, so I will always go home for her. But I don't really get homesick. I'd stay here for months at a time probably. But I got my kitty back home. And I don't like leaving her more than 4 weeks was the max. And that only even happened. I had only ever done 3 weeks. The 4th week I had to stay extra because I got sick the last time I was here. So I didn't want to travel while I was feeling awful. But we'll keep the hair like this forever. I would never keep any specific hair forever. You got 2 homes? No. I don't live here. But also, you don't need to know the specifics of me being here. Because that's weird. I live in LA. I come here to stay. I have an office. I will keep orange hair for a while. And then I think I'm going to keep the extensions for until they're no good anymore. Because you only have a few uses out of them before there's just like not hair left in them as much anymore. So I think I'm only going to do them until these run out of being able to be used. And then I'll keep my hair orange. I'm fighting the urge to chop a bob, even though I've done all the work to grow my hair naturally to the length that it is at. This length. But I grew my hair so much, now I want to chop it. But I do want to keep orange for a while. I'm going to keep getting my roots touched up and like dyed to be orange. They're right now like a little darker up here to be a shadow root. We bleached them and then dyed them a little bit of a darker shade. I'm going to keep up doing that. I'll play around with different shades of orange and peach and natural more colored orange maybe. I have a couple of options of things to try to color my own hair next time because I won't be getting it colored anymore professionally. I only did it to get my extensions done over because I got new ones. But I had somebody dye the whole thing over again. Now it'll be up to me to keep the whole thing dyed and maintained. I got some overtone conditioner in a natural ginger orange that I'm excited to try. I got the Arctic Fox coloring that I would mix conditioner in and try. My hair's very pink this time though, believe it or not. It isn't the correct color on stream really. And it's very pink in person at the ends. Like it's very peachy. It's leaning pink. And I'm excited to see how that fades. But I'm going to maintain it as like a light orange. But I'm not doing any ombre. I'm not looking for suggestions for what to do. I am just maintaining a light orange. I just might do different shades occasionally because I also probably won't be very consistent in how I do it every time. I do not play Fortnite, but I have played lots of Overwatch. I just don't really play it anymore. The overtone I have is like a natural ginger. So I'm excited to see what that looks like when I slap it on top of when this is much more faded. I'm going to let it be a lot more faded before I try to touch up the color because at least it's pretty even. It looks a lot more vibrant on stream. It's not really that vibrant anymore, but it is really even and not super faded yet still. Jay Burp, thank you for subscribing. Thank you, thank you. I'm excited for my next merch launch that's going to be in the spring. Oh man, that's creeping up on us fast actually. Shoot. It is a jumper, so it's not going to be appropriate for the summer, but that's fine. That's okay. But I'm excited because it's a little bit themed around Stormwitch Shelby just because I'm inspired by her aesthetic a lot. Parker Iverson, thank you for subscribing. Thank you, thank you. When I get back, me and the girlies are going to play more games. Me, Lexi, Olive, Nikki. We're going to get G to play games with us and stuff. We have a little girls group for playing. We'll play Phasmo. We'll play Sons of the Forest. We'll play other stuff. Hey, Greninja! Hello, hello! Coming out with sweatshirts for merch right before the summer is just my favorite thing to do. I do it every time. I don't mean to, but that's just how it keeps happening. Ooh. Actually, I think G is still going to be in LA when I get home. I'm good. How are you? I'm in England for the last day, and then tomorrow I fly home to LA, and the next day is MCC. I'm flying home to make MCC happen at my house. I'm visiting the England friends right now. I come here a lot to visit, but I live in LA, and I fly home tomorrow. At least I don't fly home early tomorrow. Usually my flight back home is like super early in the morning. This time it's not, and it's also direct. I've been taking a lot of layover ones just to I take whatever flight happens to be the most convenient and also not the most expensive. But this time I don't have a layover, and I'm very excited about that. MCC is not tomorrow. It's Saturday. It's Saturday. I really like LA. LA is absolutely my favorite place that I live. I wonder what the mixed opinions are, because what I will say is living in LA is one of the most difficult places to live. To see people, it's almost impossible to live in without a car, without an enormous amount of effort and or money for Ubers. Or the trains, but I don't really think they're that good. It can have loads of people in it and simultaneously be one of the most lonely places in the world. It's so hard to see other people who live in LA all the time because it's just, I don't know, everyone's so busy and you need to have a car to go see each other. Everyone lives at least minimum 15 to 20 minutes from each other, and they're all spread out all over the place. So I see my friends maybe once a week, sometimes every couple weeks, and it can feel pretty lonely. I end up just working mostly in my house the whole time. You're in Vegas. I have a lot of friends that are looking at moving to Vegas. I have a lot of friends that already live in Vegas. I would like to make my first trip to visit Vegas when my friends move, because I've never been to Vegas and I've always wanted to. I was going to go for my birthday 3 years ago, almost 4, and then the pandemic happened. I was going to go for my birthday and then it happened. With everyone going there, I could absolutely be convinced. If things get so bad in LA where I can't afford it anymore because it does just keep exponentially going up and you get less and less for the money you spend for the houses you live in, I could be convinced. I could be talked into it, maybe. But then again, I'm also thinking about living in England in the next 2 to 3 or so years. I might, because I kind of want to live here for a year or 2. I want to experience living here for a year or 2. Probably 2 to make it worth it. I feel like 1 year's not enough. And also to bring my whole cat over there would be an entire thing. So I feel like I have to at least stay for a couple years. But then I've also had my LA apartment for 2 years. No, I've had it for over 1 year. And I've never lived in a single place in LA for more than 2 years. Every place I've lived in was only 1 year. I think I moved like 6 times. One place I lived in LA in my 6 years was for 2 years. I'd like to stay in the same place for a little while. But I just don't think that's ever going to actually happen. They keep raising the rent everywhere. I have to visit Vegas and just see what it's like. I'm going to visit. My friends are moving there. I have friends that live there. And then maybe I'll be talked into it. Because I imagine you guys don't just actually live in, like, you don't live on the Strip. I would bring my cat if I lived in England. It's not an option to not bring my cat if I lived in England. That's why I'm saying it would only be worth it to move here entirely if I stayed for like a couple years. Because I'm bringing my whole cat here. My whole ass cat. I'm planning on going to... Oh yeah, I'm going to TwitchCon Vegas as well. I absolutely, at the very least, plan to go to Vegas around the convention of TwitchCon. I don't always make promises that I'll actually walk inside the convention center, because sometimes I go and just don't go inside it the whole time. But I will be going to Vegas. I maybe will be going to France. I will be in Anaheim for VidCon. But at the very least, that might be my first trip to Vegas. When is that? That one's later. No, I'll probably be there before then. Because... H, you here? He was here. He raided. It says he might still be in the chat, but he might have walked away. He is thinking moving there, and I don't know when that'll happen, but I'll probably go when that happens the first time to go visit him. Convention center sucks anyway. That's why sometimes I go to conventions. I have a pass and everything, But it's happened a few times, and I just the whole time didn't go inside the convention. Even Amsterdam, I only went in once because I did the panel. The one panel that I did. So the rest of it I spent in Amsterdam. Because I had never been to Amsterdam before. I don't want to be in a convention center the whole time. I only went in the one day I did the panel. I felt bad because that meant a lot of people missed seeing me. But I just really wanted to experience Amsterdam. And I did meet a lot of people still while walking around and wandering. And I was around the convention, around the hotel. But it was so fun. The gay panel. I hope they do that again. I loved Amsterdam so much. It was one of the absolute best trips to another country I have ever done. It was so much fun. I loved going on the boat. We went on a boat, a few of us, and it was such a good time. It was the kind where we kept talking to people about one of the things that you should do when you go to Amsterdam is go to the canals, take a boat. But a lot of people were doing the tourist boat where like a guy drives you around and you can drink and smoke on the boat while the guy drives you around and is like the boatman. But what we did instead is Wilbur drove the boat because we got our own boat that we rented for a certain amount of hours, and he was our driver, and that's what we did. And I think that was more fun. You were allowed to drive the boat. Like, I could have taken over if I wanted. I was way too scared. Like, we were in control of our own boat, and it was so much fun. It was the most fun. We had a boatman that one looked like Ellum. But yeah, we had the whole boat. We were in control. I could have jumped in, drove it. I think Philza took it for a second. He took it for a spin for a minute. But mostly Wilbur drove the boat the whole time because he had actually done it before. I was too scared. It looked hard. You get into intersections of like 5 other tunnels of canals of boats that you have to know what the rules of the road are. Like you're driving. Like you yield to the whatever. Oh my god, Ellum has a twin in Amsterdam. That's funny. Was he a good driver? Other than the fact that he was driving us into trees on purpose? Yeah, no, he's great. Yeah. It was a good time. I really want to go back. I am so excited to have the first opportunity to go back. I want to go back. It was so pretty. I would live there. Their houses looked amazing. I would live on the canal. I would die there. It's good you had a good tour guide, though. It is the benefit of having the tour guide is they know where they're going, they know what they're doing. If they're a good time, they're fun. And you get to drink, smoke, whatever you're getting up to in Amsterdam on the boat because you're not being responsible for driving. Monarchs fan, thank you for subscribing. Thank you. I think I'm going to wrap up here. I've got some plans for this evening, so I can't linger around too long, but I wanted to stay because H-rated. We were friends in chat, and it was fun. We need to game soon. I've been talking to Chilled, and I want to, because I'm about to spend like a long period of time back home in LA, and I'm not traveling until about July again anymore. I'm staying home for a bit. I got some stuff to do at home. I'm going to be a lot more around and available for getting into some games for the evening. I don't stream in the evening back home all that often, but I want to get into some, like, I like doing Jackbox games a lot and stuff, so we'll play some games again. Get into some gaming. I don't know what it would take to move to Holland, but I'm not even going to think about that because I also have to think about moving to England in at least a number of years. I feel like I have to. At this point, I've been here enough that in a few years, I have to come here and live for a little bit. But yeah, I want to get in some Jackbox. I would love to play games again because I miss playing games. I just don't do evening streams as much, and especially if I'm here, I can't because that's 5 in the morning. But I guess I'm home time now. I'm kind of excited. It's going to be good. I'm going to also get to work so much on my own things that I've like been here and there not focusing on because the traveling back and forth can make it a little bit hard to stick to a project for long enough before it gets a little bit disrupted by the travel. Shrub episode, half filmed, will be completed when I get home, and then I'm going to release it as soon as it's done. So that's like a matter of a week or two. The Shrub episode comes out, and then I got some other plans. Of things that we could do and get up to. But hey, all right. I think it's time I gotta go. I gotta get out of here. Thank you guys for hanging out. This was fun. I had a good time. Sorry I missed streaming for like a week, but I was only here for that long this time. It was a quick trip over here. And like immediately we just had stuff we were just having fun. It was a good time. And today was the first day that I was like, let me get on a stream. And then tomorrow I'll be flying home. So no stream tomorrow, but then we have MCC and that'll be a great stream. So thank you guys, for hanging. I'm gonna have you guys raid Amy. They're playing Animal Crossing. And I have been thinking about restarting a world for myself, not for stream, but I've been like inspired to. And also I want to start playing Stardew. We're going to do modded Stardew streams. I think that'll be Tuesdays. I'm going to make like a schedule of Empires Thursdays. I think I'll do Witches Mondays. Maybe Stardew Tuesdays, maybe Fridays, just like a different other story game because we have to finish playing Little Witch in the Woods with the next chapter that has just come out. So I'm going to actually try to have a schedule, and for a good amount of time, I'll be able to stick to it too. That's I'm excited about. I got like months home. I have a normal life at home for a little bit. Yay. So yeah, we're going to do, and a subathon. Shubathon is going to happen in the next, what day is it? Next month. This month? We'll see. It's going to happen soon because it's about time. But thank you guys for hanging. Go spread the love. Go say hi to Amy. Let him know I said hi and that I love him. And I'll see you Saturday for MCC. If you don't have the info that you need for MCC to know when, where, why, go to MC Championship Twitter. And I'll see you then. Goodbye.